I had this beautiful chance to live in Indonesia for 2 years. And then I was a traveler, explorer, a person who goes out and every day sees something new. And after 7 years being away, I decided to come back to Lithuania, to my home country. And what I was surprised of, that so many friends of mine, like people my age, were unhappy about the job they were doing. You know, they were not happy about the salary, about their boss, about like that they do same and same things every day. They didn't see the career opportunities. And I was questioning, like, how come job is not giving you wings, or it's giving you wings only sometimes? And then I looked at the statistics. Rasa was telling in the first part that in United States, 70% of people, they do not like their job. In Lithuania, 35–50% of people feel engaged. So it means that they feel motivated or that they feel happy about their job. It's not the pure, I mean, this is the most common value. So it means my friends were pretty normal. It was casual in Lithuania not to like their job. And then I started to look for the answer, what to do, or what do young people need to be happy in what they are doing. And one thing I was wondering, that actually we are living now in the world which was created by older generation, the other generation. And then they're telling, like, you do not like our rules. And then I was looking for the elements we would like to bring in the workforce. And I would like to share with you these 6 elements. First thing is a meaning. Young people of generation X and Y, we're asking why we are doing it, what impact it will have when we will finish it. So we are also trying to volunteer. We want to see this impact of the activities we run. If you look at Google Books, it's English statistics. So from 1998, there was a big boom of books like Follow the Passion of Your Life. So we didn't look for a stable job. We didn't look for money so much anymore. We wanted to fulfill ourselves. And then I was thinking, like, of course, it's normal, because we were raised with the idea that you can become whoever you want. You can be an artist, you can be a president, like, just go and get it. So that's why in the job we want to have the meaning. The other thing is superheroes. If you look at, I see that there are many foreigners, like, but if you look at Lithuanian web pages of the companies, very often what information they tell about the place, it's like, we have 600 people, we have 250 people, we have 8,000, no, we do not have companies with 8,000. We have like 800 and so on. So we see just the numbers. We do not see who are the people behind the stage. And actually, we want to work with superheroes. We want to work with people who have similar hobbies or similar activities, what we like to do. We also want to become heroes one day, and we want to be taught by the example, by the people who are actually guiding us. We do not like when people are pointing at our mistakes and telling, like, you know, you're wrong, you should do this or that in the other way. We want to see you behaving same way as you want us to behave. Other thing is stories you tell, about the storytelling. I don't know how many of you heard about the project Create for Lithuania, Kurk Lietuvai. A little bit, huh? So it's a project which brings 40 young people, to, like 40 Lithuanians who studied or were working abroad to Lithuania, and they're asked to apply their practices, like good knowledge in the public sector, like to work in the ministries and municipalities. And when I was thinking, like, you know, we came as totally these young people wanna be, just graduates or people who had some working experience. But then in 1 year, we managed to do huge changes, you know, like myself, I was creating strategy for internal communication at the central bank. My colleagues changed the laws of migration, like big things. And I was like, how this can happen? And then the more I analyze, I see that actually it's because first day when we came to work, everybody was shaking our hands and telling, you are now the future of Lithuania. You have to decide how the country will run. And then, you know, we put this responsibility on our shoulders, and we totally did it. So in many jobs or at universities, they tell, you will maybe fail, or you will not succeed because you're still young or you're not capable of doing things. Actually, we want to listen for the stories which are empowering. And it's obviously working. It was not working only in my personal experience, but also in scientific field. There was a research, like very famous, done in 1968, when teachers were, like that was at school, they ran an experiment asking students to do the IQ test. And then they collected the test results and told teachers that 20% of students in their classrooms are genius, but they didn't point like you, and you. They said like average 20%, they're genius. And what happened after 1 year? These students, comparing to control group, their study results were much better and much higher than the control group, just because teachers programmed the students that we are working with genius students. So it means things are working. One more thing, what I would like to share is rituals and symbols, because these things help to unite people. Like when we celebrate Christmas together, you know, we come together and we sit at the table and we have joint experience. At work, like many companies, they go now to the lean methodology, which is like how to be more effective, like pam, 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 pam. And there is lack of human sense. I was running a little survey asking big companies, like having more than 600 employees, like how was your first day at work? And many employees said like, oh, you know, it was tough, or my coworkers looked arrogant, it was difficult, I didn't understand anything, and so on and so on. And then I remembered, how was your first day at school? It was actually full of joy. It was like older students were bringing you to the first grade, and then you had a cake at home, and teachers were telling like welcome. So why the first day couldn't be same at work? Like full of this happiness and joy. And what boosts employees' engagement is actually if we have friends at work. It's as simple as that. So basically having the joint experience, like celebrating things together and sharing common interests help us to get friends at work. So if we have people who we like, it means that then we see the meaning at work more easily. Almost the last slide I have, it's like dynamics. It's calculated that generation Z and Y in lifetime will have on average 20 jobs. If you ask my mom is still working in the same job as she started. And then lots of people see young people as not loyal or not stable, you know, they like to move and move and move. But it's okay, because thinking about the schools even, we were raised this way. We needed at least 3 schools to finish high school. And then, you know, at universities we have Erasmus programs and so on. So we look for new opportunities and we look for new experiences and places where we can get new competences. Many companies declare that they have this dynamic working environment. And the working environment is very often just on paper, you know? Like you can go for 1 day and work in the other department. But we want this to work in practice, that you can try new things. We want also opportunities to work in a distance, like while traveling, or like working for a company here but being based in Spain. So dynamics is also a thing or element young people are looking for. And last but not the least is happiness. I'm following up some startups in Lithuania, and what is interesting thing I observe, it's like this working environment already created by young generation people. And they are measuring, you know, okay, how much time it took to make a project, how much money it brought, and what results we achieved. And they like to measure one more thing, is how much fun we had to do so. Because happy people are more creative, and happy people are more productive. And if you see, like, these 6 elements I talked about, I didn't include money. And it's not that young people are not looking for the money. It would be maybe too naive to say. But money and engagement, it's not correlating. Actually, if you have all these 6 elements at the workplace where you are, it will make you feeling important, and it will feel like you will be willing to work for that place. So I hope that more and more places in Lithuania and all over the world will let people have wings because of the job they're doing.